have a copy of the book, I'll take it. If you have one of the English novels. Thank you.
This is not ready to get watched.
You guys just keep working, it's all right. Thanks, Maddie. And can I have a slide, please? Thank you. Gotta get another one of those for me.
Because that's what I was waiting for.
Yeah, we go to the last section,
Like, like the questions?
like we need to do 2 questions too, but 3 important quotes in the book, like in the book and find your 3 main points. So if you have not been reviewed yet, you need your rough draft and your action plan. I have a few rough drafts here. And this is Maddie and Jonathan, Taylor and Spencer. Yes, sir.
If 2 people are included, if one person like if one person gives a presentation, is that kind of the whole group?
The 2 of you can kind of share it with us together. You both want to receive feedback from that way whenever you go back to your group to revise it, you'll both have a perspective, okay? Does everybody have one of these sheets? Thank you very much. Spencer, do you have one? Harry, you have one? All right, so we already reviewed Harry's, we have a volunteer to go next.
Does anyone need one?
Everyone needs one, so you're good.
I already have one.
Remember, so Maddie, you've got the time for us? Do we have a volunteer to be
Yeah.
next? Is that it? Did I hear you, Jonathan? Did I hear you?
Yeah.
All right, so Jonathan and Maddie will be our first presenters. Maddie, do you want me to keep time while you guys present?
So I did reviewed 4, me, reviewed by me.
Yes. So everyone on review 4, on review 5, list your name. And on review 4, write Maddie and Jonathan down. And we'll start with 5 minutes for Maddie and Jonathan just to kind of share their action plan with us. Remember that you're going to tell us what your plan is, how that plan solves the problem, and then any questions that you may have that you may want feedback on. This is the time for all of us just to listen to Maddie and Jonathan share their idea. You may take notes if you need, but you don't want to start answering these questions yet. Okay. All right.
Is this our action plan?
Yep.
We plan to stop cheating or like change the policies of cheating by going to the board of the school. Stop like representing like Dr. Gilmore and Mr. Jerome.
All right, we still have a few more minutes. Tell us more specifically what your plan is and how it's going to fix the problem.
We think that if there's like stronger policies, like bigger consequences, it would like make it where people don't want to do it as much. And it'll make people more aware of what it is. And we need to do a PowerPoint to present.
And will you pass that around so everyone can look at it?
And
one thing that you may want feedback on? Is there anything we can do to help you, anything you need feedback on?
I guess, like, get some kids interested in, like, actually wanting to change it.
Out of interest. Anything else? You guys done?
Yep.
All right, now we have 3 minutes to ask questions. Does anyone have questions that they'd like to ask these guys?
Who came up with the whole format for the presentation? Because it kind of cuts off the words a little bit. Like maybe you could have chosen a different
We
setting.
didn't plan a presentation.
You guys mentioned that you're presenting to adults, but you also mentioned that you'd like to get students interested. Can you kind of help clarify your plan here? Will students be at the presentation as well, or are you wanting some student feedback before or after the presentation?
We would just take it to the board, Mr. John first, then if he says yes, then he would.
And then, like, if he likes it, and maybe he could take a video of himself, like, saying, like, his pointers or stuff on it. Know what he thinks.
Does anyone else have questions? Have you guys thought of any of the policies that you'd like to change?
Yeah, instead of like just getting the highest grade, you get like 75 on it, like,
Get like a zero.
get the zero first classes.
Any other questions? Do we all understand the project pretty well? So now we'll have 4 minutes where I want everyone to write some feedback based on what you learned about their project. You must write for the entire 4 minutes, answer each question in complete sentences. Maddie, can you help me with that, please? might be something for you guys to write down that Taylor can help you guys with it, display of our presentation. Yes, Jonathan?
Also that their PowerPoint and shorter sentences, so it's much easier to understand.
Okay, digital PowerPoint's very much a visual aid to complement, and it doesn't have to write out word for word everything you're presenting, that's a very good point. Thank you, Jonathan. Harry, do you have any feedback to add?
Yeah, I mean, it's good consequences. It involves teachers and students. It helps just stop cheating altogether by, actually going to the source. And it's, I don't know if it's like a real solid plan, because we're just like, exploring on ideas basically.
Spencer?
Oh, it's good.
Okay. Why do you think it's good? What's good about it?
Does it make
The
sense?
people,
What?
the people.
People?
Good people working on it? What makes sense? Tell me more.
Oh, like, people, like, just, I don't know, just gonna.
The plan is good, the consequence is good.
Spencer.
Oh, okay.
Spencer, if you're
How about
1
you
to
read
10.
something that you write
1
down
to
for
10.
us?
1 to 10.
It's so clearly,
That's what we-
it's a practical idea.
That's something we like to do. That's good. I like very specific feedback, it's much more helpful.
Spencer, on a
One
scale
thing
of
that I
1 to
wrote
10.
down, Maddie and John, for you guys to consider, the school does currently have a no zero policy, which states that students must do all work assigned. Your consequence does clash with that policy, so that's something that you guys will need to talk about, and figure out how to make those two things work together. I do like your policy of assigning a zero, I think that is more real world and something you would see in college, but you do wanna make sure that we're not negating the policy, and you'll need to address that in your presentation. Jonathan, what feedback did you write down?
Having better ideas to share to the board.
Okay, I think that's a good idea. If you had multiple ideas to share to the board rather than just one idea that you can kind of talk about it, it's a very good suggestion. Maddie, did you have anything else? All right, so what we're gonna do, Maddie and Jonathan both need our feedback forms to put in their portfolios. If we'll give some of them to Maddie and give some of them to Jonathan, make sure they both have some forms to put in their portfolios.
Let me tear in half.
No. They have to work together to reach your feedback.
Thank you. I think that's.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no, maybe.
I know you all want to.
Let's see.
I need to give my own feedback.
Yes, or you can trade with Maddie, that's probably a good idea.
And you can just keep, no, I don't need it.
Awesome.
Usually
Did we
it's
get you
one
there?
before.
I'll share it for you.
Mine's the way.
Did you make one of my handwriting?
Oh, okay, you guys.
And guys, I am low on copies, but you guys have the questions. I'm gonna give you a form for your next presentation. And you want to talk to them.
Here, Tom.
Everybody have a blank form for the next presentation?
What's this sheet for?
That's our protocol that we're following. And
I already have one.
Is Spencer presenting now?
blank presentation, blank form. Use your blank piece of paper and give Harry that form. Yeah, and if you could look on with Maddie for the questions, okay, because I'm out of copies.
It's maybe not popular.
Yes, you may. So go ahead and write reviewed by, write your name, and reviewed for, we're gonna have Taylor and Spencer.
It's already in one piece of paper.
At the top, I want you to write by Spencer Lyons, for Spencer and Taylor.
That's Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't have any.
Give me just a second. So then that's what you're gonna write on yours, since you don't have a form.
Very cool.
Okay, you got it? Don't trade me?
I can't handle it.
Okay. Maddie's gonna set the timer for 5 minutes. Spencer and Taylor will present their plan.
You can get it. Alright. we didn't originally have a PowerPoint like plan that we were gonna do, PowerPoint plan that we were gonna do. We were originally going to do a poster. But since neither of us had any poster board, that was gonna be kind of hard. Then we saw Jonathan and his group with a PowerPoint. We thought that would have been a lot more easier than doing a poster board. So we started on the PowerPoint, and with me doing most of the work.
Well, I was getting ideas.
You gave 3. Now you have everything else.
Let's focus on getting feedback. We'll take care of your group problem.
And we went searching through different formats, trying to find the right one. And we found one that has lots of room, but some feedback for myself and some feedback that you guys can write down for me is to put more information in it, because I didn't really put anything else. I didn't really put much, because after all, this is just a rough draft. It looks pretty good, but I could add a little bit more. And
Basically, just in the PowerPoint contains ideas. They're not really like, yeah, they're more like ideas, not really guidelines for like stopping cheating or preventing it.
And then don't forget to tell us how your plan of the PowerPoint's gonna solve the problem.
Well, it's advertising, like, I don't know, like,
it's
these ones.
it tells ways that kids do cheat, well, not ways that kids do cheat, it's just reasons why kids might cheat and ways to possibly stop it.
Yeah,
So awareness.
teach it, like, not like teach it, but like,
Teachers and students.
put more emphasis on it, put more emphasis on cheating in the classroom.
Is there anything else you guys need to share with us about your plan?
It's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna
On a
move to
scale of 1 to
questions.
10.
We have 3 minutes for questions. Go ahead and start, Stranger.
What are you gonna do with it, just like keep it in your computer files? Never do it with it?
Yeah.
We might just, let Ms. Cron keep it, because she does have an issue. So, and when the time comes, somebody present it, she'll have it ready.
No, I'm not, what are y'all presenting to?
Yeah.
Or what do you-
Who would you present it to?
Could you want, you and like me and Maddie?
Oh, that's, it's your plan. Who do you think you should be?
We're gonna present it to everybody.
Kids, kids should know that it's not okay to be cheating all the time. And some kids may look like they do cheat, but in reality, they actually don't cheat. They're actually so smart that they don't cheat.
Everybody cheats.
What are you talking about, like?
No names, gentlemen.
Is it-
Gentlemen.
Can't believe it.
Like,
kids.
students.
So is your plan to present to students in like an assembly, or are you thinking present to them in an advisory, a certain class?
Advisory would be a good time, because an assembly will be too many people for me. I would just crash on stage. I would, no! That's how I burst out in tears, out of embarrassment.
So he's crying,
You'll pull your weight then.
I'll finally pull my weight.
Spencer.
All right, guys, are there any other questions about the plan?
How are y'all planning to present it?
Through a PowerPoint and advisories.
When,
Whenever we
Yeah.
can.
Whatever we can do.
like, should I be like on the plan?
Okay, so that might be something for us to get feedback on. We don't have dates yet. Harry?
So your ideas are about ways to stop cheating, right? Like,
Can you pass that around for us? Okay, so are there any other questions about Spencer and Taylor's plan? Okay, Maddie's gonna put 4 minutes on the timer. And we're gonna spend this time to write feedback. Everyone must write for the entire time. Use complete sentences and carefully consider the questions. Maddie, give us a 1 minute warning once inside. do I have a volunteer to be the first to provide feedback? Okay, Harry, go for it.
Well, I thought it was organized and it was a great idea.
Give me one more, what's organized, the presentation, what you shared with us, the plan itself.
Everything, plain, everything, seriously it was like, people didn't really have a real true idea what to do. You guys, who to present to.
It's very organized.
Yeah, I just can present it better and the speaking voice needs help.
Oh, it does.
Yes, it does.
Anyone else?
Me or?
Both.
Thanks, Harry.
Oh, but
You're a
remember,
great
Harry,
friend.
remember, Harry, this is very informal, so we don't necessarily need to provide feedback on how they shared with us, providing feedback on the plan itself.
I mean, there was, I was trying to find like flaws or just some like problems in it, there wasn't a lot.
More feedback is good, that's a good thing to know. John, what are your thoughts?
I thought they made good decisions on what their plan was. They made it organized, so like, you know what they're gonna do, how they're gonna play it out. And, I like to for their rough draft is, give some examples of what they're planning to do. So, people know what they're doing.
Some more detail on PowerPoint. So we kind of have a balance where we said the one PowerPoint had too much information, but this one here might not have enough, so we want to work a little bit more on the balance of how much information do you put in the PowerPoint. That's a good thing. So if you're helping Maddie's group lower, put less detail in the presentation, maybe Maddie's group can in return help you put more and help you guys strike a balance. Are you guys willing to do that?
I think Maddie is good. I'm not sure about him.
Yeah, we're a little sleepy this afternoon. Jonathan, will you give some of your feedback?
So like good plan, or probably just like not good presented.
That was one thing that I had as well. It's gonna be very difficult for just the two of you to present to every single advisory.
Like he said, it looked like, thrown together, so like,
Yeah, every single freshman advisory. I don't think.
Maggie, what was some of your feedback?
I thought it was a good plan, because it had more mistakes of.
Spencer?
That was really good.
Do you see any potential problems with your plan?
Maybe.
What problems do you potentially see?
So we don't have that much information,
Information, so we need to spend more time researching.
and we don't exactly know who we're going to present to.
Okay, so we need to narrow that target audience. Hey guys, let's make sure we're not getting too distracted. And last piece of feedback.
Putting in more information is definitely vital. And actually, this is yours.
Well, yes, you too, Troy.
Oh, I don't want it. You take it.
Alright, so now everyone needs feedback forms in their portfolio.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of these.
Okay, so I'll give you my attention.
Okay.
Okay, guys, turn your feedback forms into either Spencer or Taylor.
Hold on.
See how I do?
And I'm out of forms. Here's a blank piece of paper. I think this is our last one, so you guys should be pretty familiar with what's written on the forms by now.
I can't even read it, so. Stop. So they both have their candy.
Can we take a break to stand and stretch? I feel like we're getting a little, I see you nodding. Okay, guys, let's take a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back and get Jonathan's plan, okay? 2-minute break.
Spencer, we should present the freshman advisories.
Yeah.
Why you messing with the shoes?
We got some small
It's
feet.
fine. One piece of paper now.
You have to retie your shoes. Spencer, I got them back.
What is this?
Untie the shoes.
My God.
Jonathan.
That's your shoes.
Okay, we've got a minute and a half left in our break.
What are you doing? Do you even know what you're doing? I try, kid. Not homework.
Flag actually is a win.
from school, back to
Yes.
school.
You know what I mean, Tim?
It's like a bunch of.
Okay, 30 more seconds until we're gonna review Jonathan's.
Swag.
Where the photos go?
Sticky notes.
Did you describe autistic people on the face of that?
So,
Backwards, okay, so
so it won't break.
the jogging boys do that. That's all.
Oh, God.
I think that's time. That's time. So, since we're out of forms, Spencer?
Yes.
We're good. Go back to Matt. Remember the 3 questions are just warm, pool, and potential obstacles. So if you'll go ahead and label your paper, reviewed by your name, reviewed for Jonathan
Oh, that's what I thought.
Sparrow, warm, pool, and potential obstacles, and Destiny. Jonathan Sparrow and Destiny, because Destiny's out. Okay, Maggie's got the timer up. Now we have 5 minutes. Jonathan, go ahead and share yours and Destiny's plan.
Our plan is to basically put up posters around the school to, advertise that 75% of people in high school admit that they cheat. And it's pretty much a common thing that you see in high school, and it's not really good. So what we're trying to do is trying to reduce the number to 75%. So we're just trying to make a banner and put some around the school, and, talk to Mr. John about what we can do to reduce the number of students who cheat. And, the way we inform the students is that we say that if you cheat, some kind of consequence will happen. And that's our way to show that the students wouldn't follow other students, like, so if the banner, we put up the banner, the students will probably think that 75% of other students do it, so why not we just go ahead and do it? So we just put up the saying that a certain amount of consequences would happen if you cheat.
And Luke, do you have any questions for feedback?
Like, what are the ways that I can help stop cheating, and, like, what I can do better?
Just the overall feedback, how can your plan help solve the problem and what can be improved on the plan? Jonathan is passing around his action plan and his sample. Is there anything else you feel like you need to share? Okay, we're gonna move to questions. We have 3 minutes. Are there any questions about Jonathan's campaign?
Yes.
Are these posters supposed to be like advertising, like advertisements or, I don't know, like.
Where's your damn down?
Take your turn, Spencer.
Yeah, what are they? What is the main one supposed to be? Is it supposed to advertise?
They're like advertisements to show you that, like, how many students cheat and how it's a bad thing and why they should stop.
Or people here know.
Like, honestly, like, you're telling me,
Now, careful, we're not on feedback yet, we're just on questions.
it's a question. I'm like,
Is it a question or is it feedback posed?
this question versus feedback. What do people say to them?
And it's just like any other poster that is probably around school. I mean, they kind of know.
We're gonna put these posters.
Taylor's
not-
been waiting his turn for a while, let's get Taylor.
You said something about like people who cheat, bad things happen to them. Do you actually believe in karma?
No, we didn't say that bad things would happen, like consequences would happen, like they would have to redo the assignment or get a certain amount of maximum grade that's lower than the one that they got on the.
Only if they get caught cheating, though.
How much time do we have?
Where are you at, like, actually gonna put up these posters? Not like just around the whole school, but
No suggestions, just questions, gentlemen. I think we've moved on, I think we're ready to provide feedback, so how about we go ahead and move into that time period? Okay, Mary's gonna set it, we have 4 minutes of writing, please write your feedback, complete sentence. It's 3, 3, 2. 3 warm, 3 cool, 2 obstacles. Remember, it's 3 sentences, 2 sentences.
3 sentences or 2 sentences on the last one?
3, 2. All right, Spencer, how about you go ahead and start us off with your feedback?
Alright, cool, so, start off with some cool.
Gentle feedback.
So I'm starting off with cool feedback.
Just give me 1 point for now, because they can read the rest of it. Choose your one most important point, share it, and then move on.
To prevent people from tearing them down, use industrial staples to put the wall.
Okay, you have to be sure to use
But-
high quality.
They
Right
staple
now, you're
boxes.
just receiving fuel.
They staple boxes with, you can't get those.
Harry, your feedback?
Yeah. It's interesting and new facts, it's creative, and you make it legit with pencil and stuff.
You gotta get rid of Jonathan, the idea was good, but not everybody really take it serious at all, so they just make it all to be funny.
You have to have the thought that some kids will be stupid enough to turn down. And if that happens, yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? You have several different options. You can try to make another one, but that's not gonna change it, tear down. So,
Industrial schools.
but I'm sure you'll think of something, like for special idea, you could use those giant staples.
So I think you guys always validate that, student response to a bunch of posters lecturing about shooting probably won't be accepted. But I also think what Jonathan mentioned was the focus on consequences. You wanna kind of be careful with your message, what message are you portraying on the poster, and I think you could design the posters in such a way that makes it positive. Maddie, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, what were you gonna say? You sure? I was just also gonna make the suggestion that you have a very wide focus right now. You wanna talk to the principal, you wanna make your poster, you wanna change the consequences. You might consider narrowing that focus, since Maddie and Jonathan are already doing the work of meeting with the principal and changing the consequence. Maybe they take that part, and then you can take they do their part, and then you take over by making the school aware of their consequences, maybe complimenting each other rather than doing the same work twice. Oh, Maddie, sorry, it is your turn.
Might not be seen by everybody, so you think everybody's gonna see it.
What did you find positive about it?
It was a good presentation. Like them, that was my idea. Well, we got to figure out a way to do it in church.
And one more piece of feedback from yourself, what do you think you need to improve on personally, or what do you really like or really attached to about your plan?
What I really liked was that we had a really good visual. I was like kind of creative. What we were gonna do was like put clothes and stuff on them, so like it just stand out. People will actually see it.
Okay, at this time, we're all gonna give our feedback forms to Jonathan. Jonathan, when Destiny gets back, will you give her half of them? And we're going to, ladies and gentlemen, Harry, next step, class today, you will write a journal. Your last journal today is a reflection on the process. How did this feedback process go? Tell me this journal and what you thought of it. After you finish that journal, you'll have the remainder of time to either work on your action plans or work on any upcoming deadlines. Are there any questions about directions? No homework, we're just gonna continue working on our action plans. Oh, yes, homework does count in that deadline's feature.
So it's not more than, it's action plan.
I'm gonna come around and check your agendas while you're working on your journals.
What's your action plan?
Oh, sir.
What's your journal about?
Oh, the journal is to write a reflection on the feedback process. How did this talking with each other in a group and receiving peer feedback this way? I'll post it in just a moment. Journal number 92, write a 5-sentence reflection on the feedback process. Spencer, were you on how about you put the desk back before we?